The man that attacked people by using their reflections to lure them out of their homes was finally caught. It took the police 2 months to catch him, but they got him. Every time he would approach a home, he would stare directly into the window. The residents would see their reflection staring back at them and think everything was fine. But then when they opened the door, there was no one there. He had already moved to the next house by the time they realized what had happened. And this went on for weeks. No one knew who it was or why they were doing this. Everyone was too afraid to open their front doors after this had happened several times. They didn't want to risk their lives. The police had absolutely no leads, but they did have surveillance footage of the man from a security camera outside of one of the houses. All they saw was a man walking up to the door, looking through the window, and then walking away. When the residents came out after seeing the footage, they found out that the man had stolen their mail while he was there. It seemed as though he was casing the area, trying to find someone to attack. But why? What was his motive? It actually didn't take long for the police to catch him. They tracked him down in a matter of days after he used one of the stolen credit cards. But when the cops showed up to his house, he wasn't there. He had already moved. However, the cops did find a lot of personal items that had been taken from the houses that he attacked. This gave them hope that they would catch him soon. He had struck again, but this time the homeowners were prepared. After the cops had left, the lady called her neighbor to warn them about the strange man who had been looking in their windows. She told them to keep their doors locked. But then, later that day, her neighbor called her to say that she had seen a man looking in her window. Her neighbor told her that she was sure that it was the same man because she had seen him around the neighborhood before. She described him as a skinny white male with brown hair. When the police arrived, they noticed something strange. There was no glass on the front door. Apparently, the lady had taken the glass off so that she could get a better view of the street. When the police asked her if she had seen the man who had been casing the neighborhood, she said that she had. But then when they asked her to describe what he was wearing, she couldn't. She told them that she couldn't see his face because of how the sun was shining. She explained that the sun was really bright and right in his face, so she couldn't tell who it was. The only thing she saw was his reflection. The police knew that this man was dangerous, so they decided to set up surveillance. They wanted to see if he would come back. Several hours later, they received a call from the house next door. A man had been looking into their window. When the police rushed over, they saw a note on the front door. It read, "Thanks for the heads up." Below it was a smiley face. The police were furious. Whoever this man was, he was playing with them like a cat and mouse. But this is where things got really creepy. They turned on the security cameras and saw the man walking away, but they knew that there was no way that he could have gotten away that fast. There had to be another way out. So they checked the back door, and sure enough, it was unlocked. Someone was inside the house. When the cops entered the kitchen, they saw a pair of scissors on the counter, just like the ones that the lady had used to cut the glass out of her front door. It was obvious that whoever had done this had used the reflection in the window to get inside the house. They had waited until the resident left and then used the reflection to trick them. It was pure evil.